All right, and moving on for Ole Miss's mental state. How will the Rebels respond? I think that's another X factor for this game because Ole Miss obviously losing that tough loss against Georgia. Are you going to bounce back and say that's not the defining moment in our season? We are going to bounce back from that and have a big win on the road at Oklahoma, hostile environment, on their homecoming weekend, and shut them down? Or are you going to linger on it and let that loss against Georgia be a defining moment in your season where you lose two in a row? That's where, as an Oklahoma guy, I'm a little nervous when Texas was the same way, and I brought this up with Texas. When that the team that you're facing next is coming off of a loss, it gives them a lot more momentum, or not really momentum, but a lot more reason, a lot more to fight for to get off of that losing streak, not to build one. And so for this Ole Miss team, especially when they're good teams, like Texas was for Oklahoma, like Ole Miss is for Oklahoma, when it's a good team like that, it makes me a little cautious knowing that they're going to be fighting even harder than they typically would because they don't want to build a losing streak and cause that narrative. So very, very important for Ole Miss to not get themselves into a slump. And I think that's going to play into this game a lot. And keep their playoff hopes alive and in their own creating their own destiny in their own control. So an emotional response could go either way, either an emotional response in the sense that they're ticked off and ready to move forward with this season and not let that Georgia loss be the defining moment of their season, or it could get them emotional and looking ahead and not thinking too clearly against Oklahoma and losing against a tough Oklahoma team on the road.